Oh, but it looks like we have a new adventure to bounce right into. First thing I need to do is breeze through the tutorial so I can demolish this plot. After all, the #1 rule for this challenge, in case you somehow don't know despite likely clicking on this video, is that I can't use any sort of plot buildings, which is apparently what they're called. Then I can head over and get my first slime key whilst getting a few plorts along the way. And the reason I need to get this key so quickly is because the second rule is that, well, I have 25 days to reach the credits. Probably should have mentioned that sooner. Alright, a new day, a new adventure. And by adventure, I mean that the crops grew again, so I can farm more plorts. Oh yeah, I'm getting rich today. Yeah, rich. But for the first few days, I choose to focus on money so I have a good ground for the rest of the challenge, which is my justification for choosing to sleep. Well, whatever, I have a slime key, so I better use it. Yeah, I can't defend myself for doing that. At least I get another opportunity for collecting plorts and by extension making money after I make up for my mistake though. Yeah, in this 25-day challenge, it's going to be a problem if I keep dying. So I do want to explain the reason that I chose the wilds first. This is because of the selection of slimes I now have available, specifically hunter slimes. Because while I didn't necessarily research this, hunter plorts have always seemed to be high profit based on the last 10 times I've beaten this game. And I need money to get the jetpack to progress. The only problem with the wilds is that I don't really know if there is a Gordo slime here, meaning I don't know how I can get the next slime key here. Hopefully that won't cause too many problems, specifically running out of time problems, as I do know the location of most of the other slime keys. Speaking of the jetpack, I need to sell these plorts so that I can buy it. That'll allow for easier navigation of the wilds, which I am returning to bring back some slimes. Oh. You're kidding. Well, there goes another valuable day. Well, at least I can read this letter now. After all, as you may or may not know, I need to read all of Casey's letters in order to get the credits. Oh wow, look at that, the wilds. I've never seen this place before. Just trust me, I never make mistakes. Whatever, back to collecting slimes and... Yes! A hunter slime! So I better bring it back to my ranch before something happens. Again. Now to release my friends. You see, I brought them back here to make easier plort farming. Although I now run a greater risk of tar slimes. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. So it's back to getting plorts and more slimes, but mainly plorts. Ah yeah, look at that, I'm rich again. Or not. Dang, those unlimited chickens would be so useful. Well, it's fine, I'll just buy something more in my price range, before heading back to the wilds for more plorts, which will be even easier to navigate with my extra energy. So, even if I'm a little farther from getting the expansion, it wasn't for nothing. And after some exploring, I find exactly what I'm looking for. Honey slimes. Which I want because they are the last slime in the wilds that I don't have any at my ranch. And now it's time to free some of them, but only some. Oh, did I forget to mention I was selling the rest of the honey slimes? Oh, I hope you didn't think I was going to take care of them. Besides, I'm sure they'll be fine. What am I saying? I don't have time to worry about what'll happen to them. I need money. If I want to beat this challenge before the 25th day. I mean, I need money too, but that's unrelated. Oh no, they got into the food? Now they're forming largos? I was trying to prevent this from happening because now I have to worry about tar slimes. Great. And now, on top of being worried about this situation, I'm worried that I'm explaining too much and making my audience feel stupid. And you guys don't like feeling stupid, I understand. I really don't like it when people take someone's knowledge for granted and explain every single thing that's going on. But at the same time, I have to worry about this, and I don't know if you understand every single thing. So if you got any opinions about it, the comments section, check it out. Look, everybody just calm down while I handle this situation. Well, there's not much I can do about that. So I have no choice but to keep going. So I guess that means it's feeding time. Oh no, all my slimes are becoming tar slimes. Whoever could have predicted this? Yeah, not my best decision. Well, maybe today I can get things back together. Or not. Luckily, I have a solution. I'll just have to keep one type of largo per expansion area. Although as of right now, I don't have enough slime variety to do that completely, nor enough money, so this is what you get. Oh, and there's another important thing I should probably mention about this expansion. Yeah, that's my ticket to another slime key. But with all that happening in the morning, the rest of the day is basically just plort farming. And by plort farming, I mean running around the map in case you somehow forgot that I can't use pens. The next day, though, brings a welcome surprise. In other words, I can make saber largos. And hopefully earn some extra cash. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Well, this isn't great, but I don't have a butt. Well, thanks for watching, I guess. Sorry nothing really happened. Wait. It does look like my makeshift farm is actually starting to make profit, so at least there's hope. Besides, I can always head back and try again, and it's not like I'll make the same mistake again. You know what? I'm so upset that I'm only going to plort farm today. No fun adventures. Maybe I should just skip this day. Hello and welcome to the next day. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything important. Regardless, things are finally starting to work out and I have enough money for another expansion, which will, again, allow me to get largos without the risk of tars. Better yet, I can get puddle slimes now. Also these honey slimes that I plan on making into honey saber largos, which allows me to make a pretty decent sum, letting me buy another expansion. Although I don't quite know what slimes I'll put in here yet. Hopefully I can get my next slime key soon so I can figure that out. And yes, I am aware there's probably an easier slime key to get, but I don't know how to get it and I don't want to backtrack for hopefully obvious reasons. Which is why on day 14 I gather enough resources to get this next slime key. Now I have access to the other side of this cave. It has slimes. But more importantly, more Goros, which will drop a slime key. Better yet, I'm able to collect enough vegetables in the surrounding area to get the key and open the ruins before the day is even over. Which means it's time to get the plorts needed to open that, really big door over there. Starting with a rad plort. Then rock and phosphor plorts. Don't worry about where I got them from. Oh, and I finally found the perfect slimes for the cave. Anyway, after that I am able to get tabby slimes, followed by honey, and then boom, opening the door. Which is so slow. I finally am able to explore the ruins. And by explore, I mean get to this Boom Goro slime, because it has the last slime key I need before I can get to the glass desert, which is where the final message is that leads to the end credits. It's the whole thing. Also, during that whole excursion, I add some quantum slimes to my ranch, because their plorts will help me get money for upgrades. Although, honestly, I don't think I really need any more money. But I suppose it's better to be prepared than have to waste another day. So, quantum slime largos it is! And honestly, they might actually be the only slimes that are easier to take care of when they're free range, because of their bothersome teleporting ability. Oh, I also forgot to mention I need like 10 quantum plorts to get to the glass desert. But don't worry, I came prepared. Oh, but don't worry, I'm not making too much progress yet, because there is still another slime door. Frankly though, I am starting to get worried that I'm not going to make it in time. I mean, I've only read so many of Casey's letters, and it's almost day 20. I don't know if that extra 5 days will save me. And this has nothing to do with how many times I died. I also had a hard time getting to this final slime key. Like, seriously. This jetpack doesn't like me or something. But after quite a bit of running from area to area, collecting food, and watching the clock ticking relatively fast, relatively being the key term, I luckily am able to get the slime key before day 18 even ends. Afterwards, I am able to make it to H's final message. So now the last few minutes of this challenge are spent waiting. No joke. But eventually I do get the final message right before the 25th day. Oh, thank goodness. Credits. Wait, it's kind of bittersweet. Because the credits may mean I was successful, but it also means the challenge is over. Shame. Out of all of the challenges I've done, this one was definitely the funnest. So I guess I'll hopefully see you in the next challenge. I mean, I won't see you, but you obviously know what I mean.